What is up, YouTube? It's your boy hyper.combo.comics, and today I guess you could say I'm doing my first ever product unboxing video on my YouTube channel. So, the channel is called hyper.combo.comics, but before I actually got into comics, I was actually more of a gamer, and I think there's always going to be a part of me that's always going to be a gamer, even if I don't spend as much time gaming as I did, back like 10 to 15 years ago. So, today, I'm actually going to be unboxing the PS5 Collector's Edition of Mortal Kombat 1. If you guys know me, my favorite genre of video games is the fighting game genre. And of course, Street Fighter is at the top of the list, but of course, I do have love for the other franchises like Tekken, Killer Instinct, and in this case, Mortal Kombat. So, what we're going to do is, we're actually going to unbox this Collector's Edition, which just came in the mail today. I'm going to go through all the contents, and at the end I'm going to basically give my thoughts on if I think the collector's edition is actually worth it or not. So let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. So right off the bat, first, they always say first impressions is everything, and this whole gold and white aesthetic on the box, this is not even the actual box. Actually, let me remove this. This is actually just a slipcase. So this is the actual box itself. So right off the bat, I am a fan of this whole gold and white aesthetic it has, and it almost feels like a giant shoebox, like one of those those Air Jordan premium collector sneakers that comes with its own little designer shoebox. It kind of has that feel to it with this collector's edition, and you kind of see the whole that dragon art kind of transposed on the box right there, so I'm a fan of that. And then, so already digging this box, and when it goes a long way when you see the company like NetherRealms, when they put a lot of attention to detail just on the exterior, it tells you that okay, we're in for some good stuff on what's actually inside the box itself. So enough of me rambling about the actual box. Let's actually talk about what's actually in the box. So right off the rip, we have these collector art prints. So these are almost like it's almost like it's a very simplistic design. It's like a three-tone. I dig it. It's nice to kind of hang up on your wall, and it actually comes with three different pieces. You have Liu Kang right there, and you have not just one dragon, but two dragons. So I guess the way you would set this up is you would kind of put these almost. You could kind of hang these on your wall side by side like so. But yes, you got the gist. So yeah, I dig these. They definitely would definitely add some cool aesthetics to any game. So right, let's put that away. And of course, the star of the show, well, one of the stars of the show is the actual game itself. This is the premium edition. So basically, you get the game, the base game, plus the premium, plus all the DLCs of season 1 for MK1. And it is worth pointing out that this is the physical copy of the game. You do actually get the disc of the game. I'm only pointing this out is because I've noticed that there has been a trend lately where certain collector's editions, they're only giving out the digital code and not the game, which I can't seem to wrap my head around. I mean, if you're paying upwards of 200 plus bucks on a collector's edition, I kind of feel it's almost like you would expect the physical copy of the game. So for the that's actually partly why I picked the Mortal Kombat 1 collector's edition over the upcoming Spider-Man collector's edition, because I know for a fact with the Spider-Man collector's edition, you don't get the physical copy of the game and you get the digital code. And I'm more of a physical collector when it comes to like console gaming. So aside from the base game, you get the following goodies. So you get Shang Tsung, who's a pre-order exclusive, but I believe you can still get Shang Tsung as a DLC if you didn't pre-order the game. The only catch is you just have to pay for him when he is eventually released for the public. But he is free for anyone that pre-ordered the game. And then you also get 2,700, what is it called? Dragon crystals, which is basically the in-game currency to unlock some of the goodies that's available in the single-player campaign of Mortal Kombat. And exclusive to the collector's edition, you get a limited edition Liu Kang skin, which basically resembles the Liu Kang statue, which I'll show in just a bit. So that's exclusive to the collector's edition. And lastly, the main reason why you get the premium edition is the combat pack. So the combat pack basically includes, you get access to all of this upcoming season 1 characters for Mortal Kombat. There are 6 characters announced for season 1. The most notable ones are the guest characters that will be appearing. So you'll get Omni-Man from the Invincible series, that is voiced by J.K. Simmons. You're going to get Peacemaker, that is voiced and has the likeness of John Cena. And you're also going to get Homelander, that is voiced and has the likeness of Anthony Starr. So that's pretty cool that you're getting some of these celeb guest appearances in the Mortal Kombat game. The other cool thing is, this I can definitely dig, because as a fan of the 80s, you do get the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage back when he was in his role in the movie Bloodsport. So you do get the JCVD skin, and from what I'm told, he also actually lends his voice to the skin as well. So you get this Jean-Claude Van Damme skin and his voice for Johnny Cage. So that's a pretty cool nostalgic trip. And on top of that, you're going to get 5 new cameo characters. Cameo characters that basically, it's a new system in the Mortal Kombat 1 game where you actually have characters that assist you in battle. Almost like Smash Brothers, when they kind of had characters that would help, that would just kind of pop in and pop out of battles. That's like one of the new mechanics in Mortal Kombat. So I'm actually curious how that actually plays out when I actually give this game a spin. And other than that, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the combat pack. So yeah, so that's basically what's in the game. This also includes, they don't call it a steel book, they call it a steel case. You actually, this is again, going back to the whole gold on white aesthetic, you get this pretty cool dragon illustrated steel case. If you actually open it up, you get the full dragon image right there. And if you open the interior of the steel case, you get the classic MK logo. And yeah, so some cool artwork inside the steel case. Sorry. So this is actually a pretty cool addition to the collector's edition. But so we saw the art print, the steel case, the premium pass, but this right here is basically why people like myself opted to fork over the premium for this collector's edition, and that is for this Liu Kang statue. So let me, right off the top, you can tell this is not a small statue. It's a legit statue that actually definitely takes up space on your gaming shelf, and I appreciate that, because usually one of the concerns about some of these collector's editions is are the developers going to cheap out on some of the parts? Are we going to get some cheap plasticky gimmick trinkets? But this one actually has some weight to it. This one definitely, let me just move the box out of the way actually. This one definitely has some weight to it, and I love that the detail on this art. It's not too fancy. It is, I mean, it's very simplistic, but it's simplistic but detailed at the same time, if that makes sense. I'm digging the dragon surrounding Liu Kang. And yeah, this plastic stuff you could remove over, obviously. And you have the classic MK logo. And the other thing that I didn't realize until I read about this is his tattoos on his forearms. It's kind of hard to see in the light. He has like some side tattoos on his forearms right there. They actually glow in the dark, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, this statue, honestly, when I saw it through other people's unboxing, it already looked. I was already sold on buying this collector's edition, but once I actually saw it in person, I'm thoroughly happy with this purchase. So yeah, that's pretty much all the contents in this collector's edition. You get the steelbook, you get the art prints, you get the premium edition of the game, and lastly you get the main piece de resistance, I guess you could say, the statue. So I guess the $1 million question is it worth it? So let me just mention the price point on this collector's edition. I'm in Canada, so I paid $330 plus tax for this. I believe in the US it's around $250 USD. So the question of is it worth it? Honestly, that question really boils down to your level of fandom. To me personally, I love this collection. Every single component down, all the way from the box to the steelbook to the game, to the in-game content, to the statue, it makes for a nice complete package. And I like the level of care and attention to detail that NetherRealm put on this collector's edition. So to me personally, it is worth it. Now, if you're more of a casual Mortal Kombat fan or just a casual gamer, this may seem a bit overpriced, but again, like I said, these kind of collector's edition, it's always going to boil down to your level of fandom. So I'm a fan of this, and I definitely would recommend anyone that's a hardcore MK fan to pick this up. Now, those of you that have followed me, you may have noticed that I did not pick up the collector's edition of Street Fighter 6, even though I'm more of a fan of the Street Fighter 6 franchise as opposed to the Mortal Kombat franchise. And the reason is because I was not really a big fan of the Street Fighter 6 collector's edition, in that the figures that they introduced in that collector's edition were two of the new characters like Kimberly and Luke, which I still like. Had they used someone like an OG character like Ryu, Blanka, Guile, I probably would have splurged on that collector's edition as well. But for that reason, I kind of passed on that, and I do like this a lot better because you have one of the OG characters right there, Liu Kang, who obviously goes back, since Mortal Kombat 1 back in 1991 or 92, I can't remember the year. But yeah, this, as much as I am a Street Fighter 6 fan, I'm going to keep it 100, and I'm going to say that Mortal Kombat 1 Collector's Edition does trump the Street Fighter Collector's Edition, in my opinion. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my unboxing of this MK1 Collector's Edition. Can't wait to play it. Can't wait to dive into the single player, which I'm told, obviously NetherRealm kills it with the single player content with Mortal Kombat, and this is going to be no exception. I'm told it is a lengthy campaign, so definitely, definitely looking forward to playing this on my PS5, and I will be resuming uploading videos for both Street Fighter 6 and MK1. I know I've been kind of slacking on the gameplay footages, but yeah, we'll get back to uploading some more gameplay footage, and hopefully I'll be adding some commentary as well to those footages. But till then, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you can, hit the like and subscribe if you're inclined. And until next time, peace out.